If you're looking to open your third eye, or you think you've opened your third eye, here are going to be 10 confirming ways that you know that aren't just, it hurts here, okay? So first we're going to start with eyes open. If your eyes are open, what will you see? You'll start to see things like flashing lights in the corners, okay? This is one of the coolest things that will always come up when you are confirming a message to yourself. If you've been thinking about something and you need like a yes or no, you might see like a flash of light. This is also when your third eye is opening, when you're going to start seeing symbols in your environment. So like the red cardinal or the blue jay or the crow is coming up over and over again, and you notice the pattern of it, or you hear something on the radio station. All of those are symbols that you are becoming more aware, and thus your third eye is opening. You will start seeing the refraction of light on objects, especially live objects. And what does this look like? So this looks like, on the left, you see like this tree. If you can concentrate and look at the tree, if your third eye is open and you know what I'm talking about, you'll start to see like the shadow or the light emanating off of the tree. You will also see this in people, animals. Sometimes it looks like this light. Sometimes it just looks like, I want to say like electricity popping up all over the place around people, animals, trees, plants, things like that. Anything that is considered conscious. You'll start seeing the faces in everything. Something about faces in the spiritual world, it has to do with the circle, and the face being like the most common denominator amongst beings. Eyes, mouth, and as you can see in this blade of grass, it's everywhere. So in your environment, if you were to look out into the forest, for instance, I can always notice it in plants first, personally. You'll start to see the faces everywhere. Look at this image below and like point out the faces that you can see. If you're not looking at this on YouTube, if we're on TikTok, go there, because I have all of this so that you can start testing yourself. I have 2 scenes where you can find the faces. Another thing that you'll notice is that you'll start seeing like blobs or shapes of energy in the room. And this can look like formless or with form. And it can be a shadowy, gray, translucent, or colored, depending on how open your eye is. Everything kind of starts off as a gray. So please don't think that just because you see something gray or dark that it's shadow people. Think about what happens when you look at the sun and then you look at an object. You might not be able to see the color yet, and this is the part that you can see. So don't lean towards fear here. Lean towards curiosity. If you feel like you are afraid of everything and you don't really know where to go with that, our Preserve and Protect Your Energy document is $15. It is chock full of information, meditations, visualization techniques to help with the third eye, and ways to boost your energy and radiate your aura so that you are the light being in these situations and you don't have to attach yourself to fear. Now let's get to the good stuff, is what happens when your eyes are closed. Okay, so normally when you close your eyes, you're going to see the static image. And if you can think of it like a TV static, the cleaner your pineal gland is, the more open that chakra is, the cleaner and more aligned the antenna is. And so the fuzziness starts to kind of go away and is more of a black screen. When you're starting to do this work, if you can concentrate on closing your eyes and then trying to look through the scene as if it's outer space, you will start to notice certain things. So tunnels will come up, again, flashes of light. You will see doors, windows that look like you can tell that there's light around it and it's kind of open or closed. That can tell you kind of where you are with your spiritual journey, how open or closed the door is. You will start seeing shaped objects. I see my cat. I see birds a lot, and you can just see them flying, and other beings that you like you'll notice, you'll see someone like drinking out of a container, and it'll like it's a shadow of them, not really them, but you can notice all the movements, let you know what they're doing. Or exercising, I see that a lot. It's weird. People like doing things with their arms. People, I don't know what they are. The next thing is, once you start noticing those shapes and symbols, whatever starts coming in your mind eye, you should really start working on your visualization techniques. This means like taking something like as simple as a triangle is a great one to start with. And if you can put it here and think about it, and you think about it long enough, when you close your eyes, you'll start building it in this main frame, okay? And if you can concentrate and think about it long enough, you can start spinning it. You can, in many directions, turn it left, turn it right. And I think of it as being just like if you ever did pendulum work, it's that much intention that you need to put into it. It's a really good technique to try, like right before you go to sleep, like give yourself 10 minutes, and it's dark enough for you to really look through the eyes and start, well, through the closed eyes, and start playing around with this and see what you see. Another one is after you've been visualizing for a while, this is something that just came up for me, is if I think of a scene in my mind, like sometimes I'll think of myself on the front porch, it'll go boom, full clear image for a second. I'll see the whole thing. When this happens, sometimes you start feeling like you're in between two places. Like I don't feel like I'm asleep and I don't feel like I'm awake. But I do feel like I'm almost dreaming, because I have to remember that I'm conscious, and I'm like, oh, I'm looking at this through my mind's eye. I have to remind myself of that in the moment, because it's almost like it's probably exactly where our dreams are processed. It's the same playground of visualization. Again, if you're going to play around with these things, you need to make sure that you are preserving and protecting your energy. Check out the course. It's going to teach you how to call in your guides, how to put that aura protection bubble around you and make sure that it's strong. It's not that these things should scare you, but the energy of fear will magnetize scary situations to you, and you want to make sure that your aura is nice and strong, okay? So link in the bio to check that out, information in the show notes. Before you even ask, if you're saying, okay, so how do I open my third eye? That's the next video. Thanks.